incorrect, their decision's incorrect, but it doesn't matter because we have very powerful alternatives that have been approved by this decision. You know, they've been approved by the decision for those that thought they had us. I can embargo. I can do anything I want, but I can't charge $1.
Donald Trump saying these things should both terrify but also epiphanate everybody who watched it. The Supreme Court handed down a ruling. Said that the tariffs are unconstitutional. At the very least, you need to be able to clearly identify congressional approval. Donald Trump's response is, don't worry. We have an alternative to still do whatever the fuck we want. And then he calls the decision incorrect. So when the Supreme Court, who 3 justices he appointed, when the Supreme Court does things that he approves of, things that he likes, things that he deems correct, it's all smiles ear to ear for MAGA. But then when the Supreme Court reads the language and the Constitution and the laws and they decide things that Donald Trump doesn't deem as correct, now it's, oh, well, now we're going to plan B for the people that think this is a gotcha moment. This is this is the mindset of a dictatorship. This man spent his whole life, his mind grew and formed in a world where he did not get told no. His father gave him over $400 million during his lifetime. He was a successful businessman his entire lifetime, famous his entire lifetime. So when he was the president the first time and he got a real dose of checks and balances, he didn't like that at all. And then he had a 4-year break where he had to go back to be a fucking citizen. And then his ego got inflated again because he was back in that yes, 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 yes world. Along with MAGA, screaming that it was a fake election, screaming that he's coming back, screaming to free the January 6ers. And now that he's gotten all of those things, and he's been able to do all of this bullshit that he did in 2025, now that the Supreme Court is saying no, it's just like a little kid when you take their toy away. He has no respect for the American system that is checks and balances. Congressional approval. I don't know why the Supreme Court decided that he needed congressional approval for this, but not military action in the Southern Caribbean and Venezuela. Okay. But this response from him today should alarm everybody in the country, but it also should be a green light for anybody who believed otherwise. This guy intends on being